Microphone chicka chicka check 1 2 1 2. This is your host, Nasan baby, and this is another episode of Swingers After Dark. And ladies and gentlemen, I've been hella busy. Yes, I've been writing my 9th novel, the promiscuous version. And because I've been hella busy, not busy, but hella busy, shout out to the Bay Area for the slang word hella, which means a lot for the slow motherfuckers out there. But anyway, I've been hella busy with writing my novel, which is why I've been recording quickies. Yes, I've been recording quickies, like 10 or 12 minute episodes when I talk my shit. Instead of recording half-hour episodes, I am, preserving my brain power for my novel. You feel me? Because writing 140,000 words is not for the weak at heart. It's not for the faint of heart, especially when you're a perfectionist. You understand me? And when I'm done writing the book and sending my manuscript off to my beloved editor, yes, ladies and gentlemen, your fearless podcaster believes in an editor who could trim the fat and tighten up the manuscript so I could release the best product to my abilities. I am not releasing a janky ass novel just for a quick buck. I believe in putting my best foot forward. You understand me? To give you the best product that I could write, that I could release, or not even could, I will. You understand me? And there's a process with my writing. When I write a book, it's a process to my writing sessions. I write the book, proofread it, send it to the editor, wait for a couple of months, 3 months. She brings me she brings back the manuscript, and I comb through the manuscript, and make the corrections from the editor, or by the editor. Like the editor made the corrections for me to work from. And so it's a process. It's like, to me, you can't rush perfection. Like, I'm really meticulous when it comes to my work. You understand me? And in the meantime, I would, in the meantime of me sending the manuscript to the editor, I will be back to talking my shit for a half hour. Yes, instead of doing the quickies, I will be doing a half hour. But until then, until that moment where I give my editor my manuscript so she could work her magic, I will be hitting you off with quickies. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'ams. You feel me? Sometimes you just want that quick nut. You feel me? You don't need like a whole long drawn out session. Sometimes you just want that quickie. Like you don't feel like making love to the pussy or making love to the dick. You just want something that holds you down to the marathon. Sometimes you want to sprint, because time is of the essence, and you may not have enough time to get it in. You just want that nut. You just want that quickie. You just want that shot in the arm to start your day or your weekend or whatever the case may be. Shit, you may need to fuck before you take a shower. You feel me? You know how some people, they like to drink while they take a shower, like drink liquor or wine or champagne, whatever the case may be. You have people who need to fuck before they become active. It's like a drug. You feel me? It's like a drug to them. But anyway, before I start this quickie, I want to give a shout out rather to Miss Bing Motley. We recorded a quickie entitled, is it an episode or a quickie? Well, anyway, whatever the case may be, we recorded, Mean Miss Motley and I recorded an episode entitled Jada Pinkett Shakur. Not Jada Pinkett Smith, it's Jada Pinkett Shakur. You understand me? And I just want to say I've been bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray by this woman, because I had vowed to my listeners that I would not speak about celebrity nonsense But here comes Miss Bing Motley, drag me into the fuckery to talk about Will Smith, Chris Rock, and Jada Pinkett Shakur. No, not Jada Pinkett Smith. It's Jada Pinkett Shakur. Rest in peace to Tupac Shakur. And yes, I'm being petty when I say that. But back to the lecture at hand, or let's start the lecture at hand rather. There's like, depending on the demographic, because I don't want to make it seem like that the swing lifestyle is full of drama, but you do have like a demographic of people, a cluster of people who want to start she. Why? Because misery loves company. And when you have a demographic of people, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, who wants to cause dissension amongst the ranks, the type of people who want to sink the ship if they can't become captain and fuck it up for everybody. You have those people who bring their childhood traumas or even their adulthood trauma, their childhood trauma or adulthood trauma into the swing lifestyle, and they use it as a coping mechanism. A lot. And the swing lifestyle is supposed to be recreation. It's supposed to be a fantasy, a desire. Like when I come to a swing party, I'm looking to pop pussy, not pop pistols. You understand me? But you have people who play a role to live with themselves, to be something that they're not. You may have a dude who may act extra gangster, but he did not grow up like that. He's not cut like that. That's not him. But because the swing lifestyle affords him to play a role, he may act as a caricature of that role. He may just like go overboard, like on some hyper masculinity shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to prove himself to others. Hell, even prove to himself that he's a man. Whether it's trying to, fight everybody or trying to fuck every chick at a party. You have those types. And then you have people who come to parties to drink their pain away, fuck their pain away, smoke their pain away, talk their pain away, or like I said, fight their pain away. They come to parties as a coping mechanism instead of healing first. Like, when I'm in a fucked up situation, when I'm not mentally there, when I'm going through like emotional, bullshit, when I'm not like mentally right to socialize, I withdraw myself from a social setting so I could do some, introspection, so I could, cleanse the dirtiness from my mentals. I mental floss. Yes, that's what I do. I mental floss to get rid of the plaque called negativity. And then I re-enter into the social setting. Why? Because I don't want to unload my baggage, unpack my baggage to a community that may have a weight limit, because a lot of people cannot handle your baggage. And that's why it's important to have self-awareness to know what triggers your trauma. You understand me? Like, everybody got some shit to them. Everybody's not all the way sane, especially living in this crazy world. In order to like survive in this world, you need to have some type of insanity. You need to have like a level of crazy. And when I reach a point where I know I'm not right mentally, I'm going to remove myself and recuperate. It's like I would be like that monk who retreat to the mountains and like meditate and shit like that, and then come back and mix and mingle with the natives. I'm that person. But you have people who lack self-awareness because the lifestyle is the only thing they have. They were never popular growing up. They did not sit at the cool table. But because they have some type of notoriety and the lifestyle, they feel like they're missing something if they take a break. Or they feel like they're inadequate because the lifestyle affords them an image or a feeling, like that dopamine release from the brain that makes you feel good. They feel like they're missing out on a feeling of euphoria that they cannot get in their real life. You feel me? Because the lifestyle is supposed to be the dessert. It's not supposed to be the full course meal. It's supposed to be recreation. It's not supposed to be a coping mechanism to the point where if somebody even unintentionally does something that may not sit well with you, you want to snap. Not to mention that you may have piss poor conflict resolution skills, which magnify the perceived disrespect. You understand me? And a lot of the drama and the conflict and the dissension in the lifestyle is based on the lifestyle not being for them anyway. The swinger lifestyle is not for everybody. There's too many emotions involved. You feel me? Because there's a lot of energy, a lot of sexual energy involved. And when you trade energy with people, you take on the characteristics of the person that you're socializing with, frolicking with, or even fucking. So now you have a cluster fuck, no pun intended, of all these energies mixing together amongst other energy that you're not meant to coexist with to begin with. You feel me? Because the swing lifestyle is open. It's open than it's ever been. Like anybody could come in a swinger lifestyle alone as you have your donation and a bottle. But that's a whole nother discussion. I believe I talked about that already. But back to the lecture at hand. The reason why you have a lot of dissension in the swinger lifestyle because, a lot of people have piss poor conflict resolution skills and they have unresolved trauma, unresolved issues. And you have people who are socially awkward. You feel me? It's like they don't know how to socialize, even as grown-ups. You have people who are grown kids. They don't know how to socialize. Not only that, you're mixing a group of people with different agendas and different personalities, which is like gunpowder that's going to explode at any minute, especially when you go to these large events. So there are reasons why you have a lot of drama and dissension and conflict in the lifestyle is because you have a lot of group of people with different agendas and personalities. You have a lot of people who use the swing lifestyle as a coping mechanism. And then you just have people who are agents of chaos. They just love to fuck shit up because they get off on that. A lot of people done gave up on life. They ain't shit. So they think you ain't shit. So they going to fuck everything. It's like they going to destroy everything in their path because they don't see a future for themselves. So if they don't see a future for themselves, why the fuck should they see you happy and your prosperity? You understand me? And that goes back to them sinking the ship if they can't become the captain. They will sink the ship if they can't become the captain. And that's why, like I said, all people are not created equal. All swing parties and groups are not created equal. That's why you need to find your tribe and find your group instead of going to every party and event to the point where you exhaust yourself mentally and financially to the point where you go on social media saying, well, the swing lifestyle is not the same. And it's like, why so much drama? No, it's because you want to go to every party instead of finding out which event is more your speed. You feel me? Now, I'm going to leave off with this. Before I go, I'm going to leave off with this. Whether you hang out with somebody in the swing lifestyle or outside of the swing lifestyle, and this message is universal. You don't have to be a swinger to abide by this message that I'm about to drop. Always hang out with people who have something to lose. I'm going to say that one more again. Always hang out with people who have something to lose, because a person who has nothing to lose, they don't give a fuck about themselves. So if they don't give a fuck about themselves, why should they give a fuck about you? But if someone has something to lose, then they're going to think twice about being messy. They're going to think twice about, being destructive, because they don't want to lose what they fought to gain. And because they don't want to lose what they fought to gain, they just not going to throw it away. They're going to be mindful of how they act and how they respond. And they would rather create an harmonious environment instead of, being scorched earth and tearing shit apart because they're going through a temper tantrum and they don't know how to manage and maintain their triggers from past traumas. Because why? They see the swing lifestyle as a coping mechanism instead of recreation, like it's supposed to be. And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Not Some Baby. Check out my website at www.notsunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, Fuck. Yes, you heard right, Fuck. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. It'll make you say, na, 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 ow. And shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Dig. And on that note, until next time, peace. You know.